Do I watch the Starmer press conference? Not really, unless he says anything interesting. I don't care. 40-year-old bonger sketch? A bonger sketch? Oh, he's not about to exactly describe Georgia and Ukraine, is he? Wait, what year is this video? Oh no. There makes one mistake. It's not Russian troops. It's Russian peacekeepers, okay? It's always Russian peacekeepers, okay?
Why are you a monkey? Why are you a coon?
Hello?
Why are you a coon, Richie Torres? Why are you a fucking coon, Richie? Why are you sucking Zionist cock? Why? Tell us why you're sucking Zionist cock.
You have a filthy mouth.
I know. I'm a nasty bitch.
I know.
Huh. Do you know me?
I know you have a filthy mouth.
I'm a nasty bitch. You're a nasty bitch too. You support genocide.
Yeah.
Why do you support genocide?
Genocide is a figment of your imagination.
So tell us, what are they doing in Israel? Can you say if
Do you support October 7th?
Do you support Hamas?
Do you support Hamas? I mean, Hamas
Of course.
is a terrorist organization. Oh, you support
Why?
Hamas? Okay.
So why is it terrorist? Israel's the biggest terrorist organization.
Right.
Be careful, her titty pops out. Does it?
Okay, so you support the murder and abduction of infants?
Oh, that's what you're
And
doing.
toddlers
That's what Israelis
and
are
babies?
doing.
Okay.
That's what Israelis are fucking doing. So you're a terrorist. Suck Netanyahu's cock.
You're a despicable human being. So
Like you. I'm learning from you. You're
you
black.
have a special place in hell for you.
Yeah, and you're coming with
Ooh.
me.
Ooh.
You're coming with me, asshole. Where are you going? To kill more babies?
Ooh.
Get that genocidal money? Where are you going? Suck more Zionist cock. Do you remember me? I stormed your event in the synagogue in Upper East
Yep,
Side.
Temple Emmanuel. I remember you
Hiya!
well. Yeah.
Hey! Do you follow my page, Crackhead Barney and Friends?
You're the only one who has the audacity to storm a temple.
Yes, I'm a slut. And look, I have really pretty titties. Do you like them?
You're not my type. So
Oh, okay. Are you
Ooh.
gay? Maybe we can fuck sometime.
Okay, just censored. All right, I'm not trying to be racist. Are there some black people with skin like this? Because she looks like she's in blackface. Am I crazy?
Like
you're
them?
not my type. So
Oh, okay. Are you gay?
Or is that something else going on, or what?
Maybe we can fuck sometime. I heard you got that Zionist money. Were you trying to avoid me?
Wait, I don't know if that boob's coming out. Hold on.
I knew it was you. I knew it was you. Are you gonna slap my phone or slap me? Where are you going? Talk to us, Richie. Zionist cuck? Say free Palestine, I'll leave you alone. I'll leave you alone if you just give me
I'm
one.
Israel High.
Free Palestine!
I'm Israel High.
Free Palestine! Come on, I'll leave you alone. Just say free Palestine. Just give me one free Palestine. Good thing I was walking this way. I'm gonna go get noodles. I'm hungry. Free Palestine? Free Palestine.
I will pay for your mental health treatment. It's
Okay,
definitely-
okay, good. Can you Venmo White Trash Coon or Crackhead Barney? When can I get the mental health treatments?
Yeah.
When can I get them? Tell me when I got money, I'll take it. I need help.
You clearly need help, yes.
Tell us what I
We
need
agree
help.
on something.
Tell us what I need help in. Tell us what I need help in, you coon. You're a coon.
You have a filthy mouth.
You're a coon. Why do you suck Zionist cock? Is it the money? Show us the money, Richie. Show us.
Head southwest on Lafayette Street toward East 4th Street.
Where you
Jesus
going?
Christ.
None of your business.
Zionist cuck Richie Torres, everyone. Zionist cuck Richie Torres. Say free Palestine, I'll leave you alone. I think
There's no universe in which I'm going to say that, so
you're an
you can go
asshole.
fuck yourself.
You can fuck me first. Fuck you, Richie Torres. Free Palestine. Fuck you, Richie Torres. Free Palestine. He supports the mass murder of babies. He's a coon. A Zionist coon. I want to go get noodles.
This is... Am I going crazy? This looks like blackface to me. Am I... I don't think it's just the blonde hair throw me off. I just don't feel like... I don't know. Casey Tron alter ego. Shut up.
Couldn't be the president of shit. You hear me? I couldn't be the president of shit. You hear me? Boy, Zelensky, whatever his name is, the president of Ukraine, boy, he got the power of a Zen, boy. I'd have flipped all them goddamn tables over there now. Like, fuck that shit then. We're gonna fall on our goddamn sword. And then bring it on, goddamn it. Everybody die. Ain't no way, boy. Old boy J.D. Vance talking about he being disrespectful. I'd have showed him some disrespect. Ain't no goddamn way. God damn. Pretty much they trying to make him goddamn bow down. Fuck that, boy. I'd have walked in there with my Ukrainian flag draped around my motherfucking neck. No goddamn way. Fuck that shit, boy. Damn. I ain't never seen a motherfucker go back and forth like that. They supposed to do that in private. God, they say you ain't say thank you or nothing. I was like, kiss my ass, Ukraine. Ain't no way. God damn.
The whale who took a 50 times long position to create a $200 million position is now up over $5 million. This coincidentally aligns with the timing of Trump confirming a United States crypto reserve. Paste. Nathan Lee super chat an hour ago and said, when did Americans become such, I don't know what emoji that is, whining and crying about World War III and World War II? Hitler and fascism conquered all of mainland Europe. Russia can't even conquer one single country after 2 years. Doesn't even compare. Wow. Rip. The entire crowd started singing the Canadian anthem after this. Nice.
Yes. A letter from a king. Thank you very much. Am I supposed to read it right now?
Yeah, please do.
I will do.
I've got to tell him what your reaction is, so I need to know. I need to know.
He is a great gentleman. A great, great gentleman.
I'm sorry. This is not. Just point it out for 10 seconds. It's just funny. My God. Wait. There has to be something else to talk about. It's just every night. This is the just Discord. It's just every single night is talking about me. Every single night. Destiny thinks about, dog, did you know Destiny, bro, Destiny. Every single night. Load 35 more images. It's every single, I've got like 15 different Imager albums, just every single night. Oh my God. What? Holy shit. Oh, there's another one. This is the same night or another night? Destiny is a fat zoo file. Holy shit, it just never ends. How do you accumulate such dedicated anti-fans? I have no idea. I can't even imagine, like, you come home from work and it's like, oh, I gotta fucking type about Destiny. What is he doing? I need to talk about it. Wait, I had something else.
It's worth noting the Social Security Administration's internal watchdog found that less than 1% of benefit payments were improper. I do want to get to my final question, though, which is about the shutdown.
Don't believe
As
it. Hey, don't believe it.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's...
Don't believe the Office of Inspector General, who is literally specially tasked with reviewing these payments. Instead, believe Doge, who has no qualifications whatsoever.
Worth noting the Social Security Administration's internal watchdog found that less than 1% of benefit payments were improper. I do want to get to my final question, though, which is about the shutdown.
Don't believe
As
it. Hey, don't believe it.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's worth noting the Social Security...
Insane ending to Red Bull's Trackmania tournament. Is it really insane, though?
Looking down his first major title. And Carl makes a mistake. Grenadi takes off. 2/10 ahead, his advantage now as he comes through the checkpoint. 2.5. It's what he's enough. Carl, can he fight back? He's done it so many
There's
times.
no way he can win. He's lost. Look at how far behind he is.
It's 3/10.
How can he possibly win?
The German can taste it on the cusp of victory. Grenadi now has half a second.
Low speed,
Carl, is he going to be able to catch this back up? As you say, low speed for Grenadi means it's 4/10. But Carl does have more speed coming through this corner. And he begins to catch up just a little bit. Grenadi now looking for the drift towards the right. 4/10 still the advantage for Grenadi. A final couple of corners between him and Glory. A final couple of corners. One jump between him and victory. Grenadi sees it. The trophy is ours. Unstoppable, indomitable.
Why didn't we get the second place camera? I wanted to see that more. How did he do it?
Carl Jr. in the final moments that claims the trophy.
Wait, is his name actually Carl Jr. or are these their gamer tags? Destiny, they are watching you. They've already started talking about the screenshots you showed. Wait, are they really? They just showed them. Oh my God. There has to be something else for them to do, no? Holy shit. New lore.
As far as I know, and as you guys know, I when I first came onto this platform, I got a lot of help initially from Destiny, which is really embarrassing to admit now because of like what he has become. Some might say he was always this way. I certainly didn't think so, but then again, that has been a very consistent through line in my career. But initially, he's a libertarian. He does a lot of freak shit. He says the N-word all the time, super Islamophobic, yada, yada, yada. Somewhere along the line...
What? True!
Somewhere along the line, he becomes a, like, more progressive, like a Bernie bro, almost, right? And it's kind of weird to think about now, because it's so far removed from his, like, position now, but he assumed the diametrical opposite perspectives that he now advocates for with regular frequency. He actually has plenty of debates where he's like destroying a pro-Israel person. He's like pro-social democracy. He thinks he's a social democrat. He doesn't fully understand these concepts. His political evolution, I think, in some ways, I also contributed to, where I was like explaining to him some of this stuff.
Oh my God. Thank you, yes, Hasan, for guiding me.
But he was always somewhat nihilistic. But yeah, there are clips of Dion Palestine from 4 years ago. And he is saying a bunch of stuff that he would currently consider to be the most pro-terror position you can get.
The most pro-terror position you can get? Probably not, but okay.
And it's just the truth. Like he represented himself as someone who seemingly had learned from his past mistakes as like a libertarian edgelord, and someone who definitely was more interested in being woke and being progressive.
I'm not interested in being woke or progressive. I like to know the facts first and foremost, but you know, that's just me, I guess.
On a fait un mauvais landing, il a .3 d'avance sur nous, il nous fait une énorme map la grenadille là, il nous met la pression, il met .5, il va falloir tout risque là. Il va falloir tout risque du côté de Carl, il le sait. Je ne rate pas cette fin, ce sera la victoire de Grenadille sur la course numéro 5, Grenadille qui doit les avoir. Grenadille terminé.
Is there like a trick or something on this jump that the other guy missed or that people don't know about? Or
si jamais il ne rate pas cette fin, ce sera la victoire de Grenadille sur la course numéro 5, Grenadille qui doit les avoir. Grenadille qui perd. Grenadille qui perd.
It was a bug? Was it?
Grenadille s'est envolé. Grenadille s'est envolé sur le dernier jump. Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé?
There was a bug on the bounce. Turning around prevented the bad bounce from happening, but it was low chance. You can hit platforms with your wheels, and the direction you're going will change your trajectory. Apparently the physics of the bounce at the end is fucky. This is fucking retarded. Stupid. Destiny's debate strategy. Show the... Oh shit, I'm sorry, I cut it off. I fucked you. My bad. I wasn't looking at my thing.
But he'll actively try to get out of it by presenting himself as like the moral arbiter or Mr. Logic.
Anything to... Is this worth it? 12 minutes? Like anything to just not respond to the actual point, to the actual argument. Why does he even watch me? Like, you have to understand, if he's reacting to me, it's purely a drama react because he doesn't respond with substance to any point that I say. So it's literally just like character slander, and it's just like drama.
Michael from Pennsylvania, send me that one debate that you and him had. Not the full thing, but just like the short, sweet version of it.
Mike from PA? What?
Where he talks about, what was it, stock buybacks, I think? Was it about stock buybacks? And it's...
Why would you want to watch a debate from 4 or 5 years ago? How old is this?
Very obvious that he doesn't know what the he's talking about in this process, but he has a way of trying to weasel out of it. It's a sweet spot where anyone who knows anything can dismiss him immediately, and so the only people who stick around are the people who are dumber than dirt, or people who are not paying a lot of attention, like people who are not paying close attention. Here, this is one of the best examples of, Destiny is a living embodiment of the Dunning-Kruger effect.
He just doesn't know anything.
You came in committed to a viewpoint that AOC was economically illiterate.
AOC is economically illiterate because she said the money spent on stock buyback should be spent on labor.
My dad ran a small business, and whenever we had a good year in a small business, we tried to pay our secretaries more, or we tried to invest more in things for the business.
Which is a dumb statement to make that shows you have no idea how anything in economics works. Why? What would drive you to... That's a mean
What would drive you to make these statements? First of all, it's not dumb as...
It is dumb as to expect a company to return profits to its workers.
As a CEO of a major company, I can take that money, I don't have to do that at all, right? I can actually have the company buy its own stock on the market, right? Yeah. That would effectively increase the stock price, right? And I've done nothing to make my product more valuable, my employees more happy, I haven't invested in the training or the workforce, but I've inflated the stock price, right?
Absolutely.
So my question is, how is this different from a pyramid scheme? That's a very...
No, I love AOC now, so I don't want to be mean to AOC right now. We're doing this in 5 seconds, okay? Not really 5 seconds, okay? Real quick, all right? if I invest money in a company, okay, companies have profits and they have expenses, right? I've never filled out a P&L sheet in my life. Does labor go on a P&L? I don't even know. But like, you've got money that you make by selling shit, selling goods and services, I don't know what the fuck, whatever you make money on. And then you've got losses. You have to buy product, labor, you know, whatever the fuck, okay? If you are a capital investor, okay, so you invest money in the business. The reason why I'm investing money, okay, I'm an investor, okay? Ooh, when I invest money in this business, I do it because I want to get money out of my investment, right? My money has a time value attached to it. If I give you money now, then hopefully I get more money in the future. That's good. I want that, okay? So invest and return, all right? If a company is highly profitable, okay, why isn't it P&E profits and expense? I don't know. I thought they were always sort of referred to as P&L sheets, but I've never filled it out before anything. But anyway, if a company is very profitable, okay, then the company has, I'm not going to say two. There's probably multiple things you could do with that money. One is you could reinvest it into the company to become more profitable, or generate more revenue in the future, or you can return that money to investors, okay? So if we want to return the money to investors, there's two things that we can do. There's probably more than two things, but two things that I'm aware of that you can do. One is you could pay all of your investors a dividend, okay? So I've got 100 shares out. We made $100 extra this month or this year or whatever, and we got nothing else to do with it. We're going to pay a dividend. We're going to give $1 to every single shareholder. Hooray! Now all of you guys have gained $1. Or I could take that $100 and I could go to the market and I could buy back $100 worth of stock, which will effectively do the same thing. Everybody's stock will go up by $1 because you've removed one share from the market, or however much the shares are, and you've effectively increased the cost for everybody else's share by $1, right? It's a little bit more tax preferred to do it the buyback way, because now I get to choose when I want to realize a gain and recognize and realize a taxable event. Whereas if you pay a dividend, I have to pay taxes on it as it comes in, but on a stock appreciation, if the value goes up, then I can realize that gain whenever I want. It's more tax advantage. So stock buybacks and dividend is more or less the same-ish thing. Somebody said, Destiny, she is right that buyback is inflating the stock price with no intrinsic value increase. No, that's not right, and it's not true, and it's not how you should ever view it at all. That's just not true. That's dumb. That's a dumb way of looking at it. The buyback is not necessarily what's inflating the price. It's the fact that the company has made a profit. That's what's inflating the price. Now, they could pay it out in the form of a buyback, they could pay it out in the form of a dividend, or they could reinvest the money and increase the overall value of the company, whatever they want, right? But it's not artificial. When you say words like you're artificially increasing the price, what's artificial about it? What do you mean? The company is spending money to reduce the amount of shares available in the market, which is increasing the value of the remaining shares. That's not artificial. They're only able to do it because they've turned a profit, right? But that's just, people are used to freak out. We don't talk about it anymore, but people freak the fuck out about stock buybacks. But
I've inflated the stock price, right? Absolutely. So my question is, how is this different from a pyramid scheme? That's a very good question.
That's why I said AOC is an idiot. Not to mention,
which was illegal, by the way. Stock.
I'm so mean.
Stock buybacks was considered understandably stock manipulation until Ronald Reagan, just so you understand.
This is, I would have to go back and look at why they were ever made to be illegal in whatever place. But again, there's not much of a difference between this and a dividend. I don't know if there were other schemes that people were using. Maybe you can use part of a buyback in an illegitimate manner or whatever. But again, it's more or less the same as just returning money in the form of a dividend, except they're doing it in the form of a buyback.
Understand, but of course, Destiny probably doesn't know that either, or maybe didn't know that at the time. But he certainly doesn't know what the stock buyback is, or how it works, or why it was considered to be illegal in stock manipulation. And you will see in this conversation.
Oh, do you know why it was considered to be illegal or stock manipulation? Are you going to tell us?
Wait, I don't even know what this has to do with stock buybacks at this point.
They are incentivized for short-term stock gains over long-term investment. It's better that...
Oh God, this hurts.
Dividends are paid because it's usually a taxable event. Not always, but usually. You could structure your sales during that spike in the price.
You could also get ultra by the SEC because this is called insider trading, Mike.
Oh, you could structure it. You just, I'm going to sell.
If you're trying to do buybacks based on information that's like not publicly available, that would be considered insider trading. But there's a whole other list of rules and regulations, everything around what's considered insider trading or not. And we're in the Trump administration, so maybe there's maybe there's not. Maybe we don't do insider trading anymore. There are so many levels of argument right now because everything about it, what he's saying, is just so stupid. Also, like the idea that You could either do stock buybacks or reinvest in your company. There's not always good investments to make in your company. Insofar as there is a better investment to make than just doing a stock buyback, then you would do the investment of the company. But that's what you would expect any business to do. That's what the shareholders would want the business to do. The idea that you're doing buybacks instead of doing profitable investments is retarded. Shareholders wouldn't want you to do that. Big wig CEOs wouldn't want you to do that. Huge stock owners wouldn't want you. Like, nobody would want you to do that. They say, oh no, reinvest in the company. That'd be better.
Yes, you can.
Oh my God, it's just the most.
Oh my God. Do you know how it works?
I guess I don't, Mike. When these people sell their capital, eventually they will pay taxes on it. But again, if you want to talk
Why
about
would they sell? Why would they sell? You borrow against the value of your shares.
Yeah, it is both stock buybacks and buy, borrow, die. He doesn't know. These are super basic, super basic concepts, right? I've talked about them extensively.
Super basic concepts. I didn't know about the whole borrowing against your investments to never realize gains or whatever. I didn't know about that whole scheme at the time. But that has nothing to do with stock buybacks versus paying dividends versus anything else. Like,
he doesn't know. These are super basic concepts, right?
They're getting this take from Sam Cedar. He says buybacks are manipulative. He probably does.
Right? I've talked about them extensively a million times over. He doesn't know. But it's okay. Normally, if you don't know something, what you're supposed to do is be like, I don't really know this. Can you explain it to me? What he does is dominate. He wants to dominate the conversation. So while he's talking to someone that knows better than he...
Why would a company do stock buybacks actually? Just to decrease their net profits and pay less in taxes? It's a way of giving money back to your investors. Let's say that you made a fuck ton of money last year, but you don't really have any good projects to invest it in. Well, instead of just sitting on a bunch of cash, you want people to invest in your company, so you pay it back to your shareholders. So you could either pay a dividend to everybody that owns some of your stock, or you could go to the market and you could buy up some of your stock, and by buying some of the stock and removing the stock from the market, it increases the value of the rest of the stock, right? Because I believe that when a company buys shares, I think that the shares are retired or whatever. So if there's 100 shares on the market and I buy 50 of them, and then I retire those shares, the 50 remaining double in value, basically. You're returning money to the people that still have the shares.
He does, okay, that knows more about this. And by the way, ironically enough, he's also undermining the head of the SEC's the head of the SEC agreeing with AOC in that congressional hearing, okay? But the reason why I think this is important to understand, like, in terms of his style and how he presents himself to an audience, and like why his audience in a cultish way think he's true.
Wait, did I miss the part where Hasan showed Destiny doesn't know what he's talking about in terms of his own knowledge on the issue? No, he's just like linking like headlines. One had to do with buy, borrow, die, which has nothing to do with stock buybacks and nothing to do with dividends. So I don't know why he linked this at all, but...
Really brilliant is because when he doesn't know something, he just gets angry in a very confident manner. And before you say, oh, you do that too? Dog, I literally...
Is there an issue with mass stock buybacks and that they overcommit the company, sometimes taking out loans to do the buyback? I remember people saying many companies were over-leveraged on debt from it for COVID. Could you? I mean, could you do that? If you thought your company was insanely undervalued, could you borrow money if interest rates were favorable enough to do a stock buyback? Maybe you could. I don't know, actually. That sounds like a very, it could be risky. I don't know if you're allowed to do that. I don't know if companies do that. I don't see a reason why that would be impossible. That sounds like a very spooky gamble, though. But I guess you could do that. But I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know about that.
Literally will immediately say, oh, I didn't know that. I'm wrong. I'm sorry. There are probably 700,000 examples of this, okay? I'm wrong all the time. Like, the thing I hate about that, as a matter of fact, is when I say something and I'm wrong and I get corrected, and I say, oh, I'm wrong, my bad, people go, oh, you're backtracking. No, that's not called backtracking. It's called being a normal functioning adult with a brain. Yes.
The strongest argument against stock buyback was CEO compensation being tied to stock price. Spooky conflict of interest there. No, not only is that not a conflict of interest, it's the exact opposite. It's the alignment of interest. The reason why CEOs are compensated in stock instead of in raw compensation like dollars or whatever is because you want the CEO to feel invested in the company. You want the success of the CEO personal, their personal financial success to be tied to the increase in the valuation of the company's stock, which aligns the CEO interest with the shareholder interest. That's the whole point of that compensation.
Ironically enough, for a lot of idiots, though, people think taking accountability is actually a sign of weakness, which is why when you never take accountability and you never show weakness to the apes and you just project this air of confidence, you can just kind of dominate the
I don't know if you watched it, but Atrac a while back made a video responding to you about investing in gold. Yeah, he did, but nothing that he said. I mean, like, pull out a chart. I mean, I look at charts when Atrac was talking. There's just no long-term horizon where investing in gold is smart versus investing in USD. It just doesn't make any sense. Atrac can have the position he has, but it feels just, I don't want to say it's emotional like I'm discrediting him. Atrac is actually... I actually super appreciate Atrac's videos because even when he's wrong, he's like demonstrating a clear thought process from going from A, B, C, D, E, or I say even wrong, even when we disagree. At least I can see how he's thinking about it. He's explaining it through and he's not being like dogmatic or anything about it. I just disagree with his assertion that there's like any long, like 10-year even horizon where gold is a better investment over literally anything else. I don't know.
conversation, and obviously you have at the end of the process you've actually misinformed your audience, but it doesn't matter. If your only care and consideration here is to come across as the victor of this conversation, then yeah, confidence and rhetoric will play that role. This isn't to say that Destiny is completely unknowledgeable on everything, okay? There are absolutely issues that he has read a lot about, okay? Why he reads a lot about issues also matters, in my opinion. I think he reads on issues specifically to dominate in debate and not because like he wants to have a fully fleshed out worldview.
Why it's such a weird, God, these ad homs are so fucking retarded, right? Like, Destiny becomes more educated and knowledgeable on things so that he can win debates, which are about being more educated and knowledgeable on the topic so you can have the correct opinion. Like, what even is the claim here? Like, it's so stupid. It's so cringe.
But that's irrelevant in this process. The reason why I'm showing you this, okay, the reason why I'm showing you this is because this is very clearly an example where he doesn't know what the he's talking about, and his interlocutor.
Where can you demonstrate where I don't know what I'm talking about? Can you demonstrate where I'm incorrect? Like he says, stock buybacks used to be illegal. Okay, well, they're not anymore. What changed? Because I could just say stock buybacks are legal, right? You know what else used to be illegal? Women voting and black people being human. Like, what's the point we're trying to make here, little bro? Like,
does know what he's talking about. Let's see how he reacts.
You don't have to liquidate. You can borrow against the value.
Okay,
you can pay any taxes on borrowing. So right there, you're just wrong. Like if I own a...
So I don't know. I didn't know anything about the borrowing against your investment scheme. But again, this has nothing to do with buybacks or buybacks versus dividends.
Billion, you think? Wait a minute.
Why would also, I really like how Hasan here is playing a TikTok channel called Destiny vs. Destiny, which is literally dedicated to like taking 5-second clips of me from multiple conversations, sometimes years apart, to try to dunk on me and own me, and then complains about other people taking short clips of him, which is hilarious. But
it's the value.
Okay,
you can pay any taxes on borrowing. So right there, you're just wrong. Like if I own $1 billion, you think? Wait a minute.
Why would I borrow against the value of my investment? Can you even do
because
this?
you don't have to pay any taxes on it. That's why.
This lack of knowledge, for the record, is on something.
I didn't understand the scheme at all, but Mike doesn't understand the scheme either. Or if he does understand it, he's not explaining it very well. The reason why you would borrow against the value of an investment, it's not even really borrowing against the value of the investment.
Can you even do this?
It's more, what you're really borrowing against is you're borrowing against the capital appreciation of that investment that you haven't realized any taxable events on yet. That's what you're really doing. Because it wouldn't make sense. Why would you invest in $1 million something and borrow against that $1 million? I mean, you could, but there's no advantage there. But what you're really borrowing against is the increased value of that investment that you haven't actually sold yet. So there hasn't been a taxable event yet. That's what you're doing. But
pay taxes on it. That's why.
This lack of knowledge, for the record, is on something so trivial. Borrow against your assets. Like, at this stage, he didn't even know, like, the concept of leverage.
Like, I actually don't even know if Hasan knows. I don't know if Hasan could explain this. Borrow against your assets. I mean, yeah, kind of. But you're really borrowing against the untaxed gains of those assets, which you're really borrowing against. But
borrow against your assets. Like, at this stage, he didn't even know, like, the concept of leverage, it seems. I mean, he knows now. I'm sure he knows now. But think about how he's operating.
If you borrow against the value of your shares, you never have to pay taxes.
Somebody in chat has to tell me, bro. I'm not going to take his word for it. Somebody in chat, do you borrow against the value?
Like, borrow against the value of your shares. I did, like I said, I understand this now. But, like, borrow against the value, he's not, I actually don't even know if Mike understood what he was saying here. He's probably just repeating what he's heard from Sam Cedar or from AOC. You're not really, it's not just that you're borrowing against the value of your shares. You're borrowing against the capital appreciation of your shares that haven't been taxed yet, is what you're talking about. But
the ultra-wealthy use loan money to fund their lifestyle. Average people need income to pay for basics like housing and food. But the ultra-wealthy don't. They can just live on borrowed cash.
It's like one of the most fundamental parts of our economy.
Okay. And he doesn't believe him. I don't know what to say about it. Like, he literally does not understand. Like, it's not even buy, borrow, diet.
Also, he doesn't. Why are we watching a debate from 5 years ago? Wait, 6 years ago? This was the first apartment that I had in California. I was living in Glendale. How many, was this 6 years ago? Does anybody have a link to this debate? Jesus Christ.
I don't know what to say about it. Like, he literally does not understand. Like, it's not even buy, borrow, die at this point. He's saying, like, you can get loans by leveraging your assets? That is, like, at that point, I guess he had never gotten.
Oh! Hasan just said. Hasan just said, I don't understand leverage. Then he said you can get loans by leveraging your assets. That's not what leverage means, but okay. It's okay.
No single loan or ever entertained the thought. I don't understand.
Your shares, you never have to pay taxes.
Somebody in chat has to tell me, bro. I'm not going to take his word for it. Somebody in chat, do you borrow against the value of
the ultra-wealthy use a loan?
Normally, people with Dunning-Kruger are confident, but they're not, like, capable of presenting themselves as intelligent. Destiny is competent and confident and capable of presenting himself as a...
Hasan has been shower debating your 6-year-old self since y'all's breakup. What was the point here when Destiny literally said, can you even do that? Does anyone chat no? When Hasan is trying to prove how he... Oh, yeah, that's true, too. Because I wasn't eligible at this point, and I was asking my chat, I was like, can you do this? Is this possible? Yeah, that's true. It's not even a good example of whatever he's trying to fucking illustrate.
These are tax advantage investment accounts.
Shut up! Okay, this debate was 5 years ago. August 19th, 2019. Jesus Christ. 5.5 years ago? Good one.
Relatively intelligent person. That's it. It's a deadly combination. Sometimes he's correct. And in many instances, when he's like debating right-wingers, he's usually on the right side of that argument. So a lot of people think, oh, this guy's awesome. He's
only when he's debating. Oh, the number one red flag you should have if you watch other content creators or watch me is anytime somebody says, oh, Destiny is super based when he's critiquing left-wingers or right-wingers. But when he critiques right-wingers or left-wingers, he's always wrong. That should always be your number one indicator that they're a fucking... that they're a partisan hack.
He's a giant. But when he actually reaches a subject matter that he's not like well read on at all, there are so many basic facts that he is oblivious to. But notice how he doesn't actually go, I didn't know that. Let me think. Let me reconsider.
I literally say that in the 5-second clips that you're cutting, though.
Somebody in chat has to comment. I'm not gonna take his word for it. Somebody in chat, do you borrow against the value of?
I'm literally asking the question. What the fuck?
He is too. But notice how he doesn't actually go, I didn't know that. Let me think. Let me reconsider. He just immediately doubles down and goes, oh, you're so stupid. That is a deliberate way to get out of that conundrum. He does it. He's doing it on purpose because he knows he doesn't know what he's talking about. He's a little worried that Mike actually does know what he's talking about. So he's just going to go, oh, you're stupid, so that the audience doesn't trust him, even though Mike is 100% correct.
It's like one of the most fundamental parts of our economy.
Okay.
Oh, he doesn't know anything.
I can't believe you don't know that rich people take loans against their...
I don't think any rich person does this. What?
What?
You can't just do that willy-nilly.
Yes, you can.
No,
of course you can.
No, you can't. These are tax advantage investment accounts. You cannot just take loans against them. That's the whole point of these tax advantage accounts.
Did we start talking about 401ks or IRAs? You can't take a loan against your... If I'm talking about tax advantage accounts, I don't know what part of the debate this is cut from, but I don't believe you can take a loan out against your 401k without penalty. So for instance, if you take a loan out against your 401k, I don't believe your 401k appreciates in value, but I think we were talking about 401ks here, I think, because I'm saying tax advantaged account.
Well, Destiny, you're arguing against a position I don't have. If you are rich, if you're Jeff Bezos, do you think he liquidates his shares to buy?
Yes, he needs liquid cash.
Every now and then.
No, you don't need to do that. I understand that's not it.
Jeff Bezos has done that to buy the most expensive mansion in Los Angeles, for example. But outside of that, he never does that because Buy, Borrow, Die has numerous loopholes created specifically so that Jeff Bezos never actually has to... Jeff Bezos never has to pay taxes ever again if he doesn't want to. And also simultaneously, his entire net worth carries over to whoever he delivers it to when he dies.
Cash, because that's how we purchase things in the United States. You use currency to do it. Now I'm going to take out a secured loan against my investments?
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
Because I want to pay interest with cash that I already have. Why the f*** would I pay interest when I have my own investment? Why would I take out a loan from the bank and use my own investments?
Look at that. Do you ever say I'm not knowledgeable on a topic?
What was Mike's response to that? There is a good response to that. I don't even know if Mike hit the response, though.
I need to reconsider it? Yes. Like today, people are like, hey, what do you think about the Kurdish-Turkish negotiations? Literally today, I said, I don't know enough. I don't know what Erdogan's ambitions are here. It's ironic because people still get mad at me when they're like, why aren't you covering it? You must be hiding the truth. It's like, no, dude, I just don't know enough, okay? I am, at the end of the day, a goddamn human being. I'm not capable of knowing what's going on in Rwanda, for example. I can like kind of figure out what the hell's going on, but when people ask me stuff, like, I have areas of weakness, okay? And I always say, I don't know, I need to do more reading on it. And then people get mad. What would you say are your stronger areas? Shit involving the Middle East and American foreign policy, American imperialism. Nice framing. I mean, this isn't...
What are your strong areas? American imperialism. Okay, bro.
Nice framing. This is just like objectively what's going on, where this person clearly doesn't know what he's talking about and is like very actively trying to get out of it by yelling and making a scene, casting a dispersion spell.
Why the f*** I pay interest when I have my own investment? Why would I take out a loan from the bank and use my own investment to secure that loan and then pay interest to the bank when I just liquidate my own shares? What is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my entire life?
Because you don't have to pay taxes when you take a loan, but if you liquidated stuff that you have a capital gain in, you'll have to pay taxes. That's why.
He just doesn't know anything. I don't know why the f***
Oh, that's true.
It's okay.
He was correct on that.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is probably one of the best examples of, at least that I can recall, where he just doesn't know what he's talking about, but he'll actively try to get out of it by presenting himself as like the moral arbiter or Mr.
What is this? What part of this has to do with being a moral arbiter? What?
Logic. Now, also, when he ever feels wronged in that regard, he will just never let you forget it. He will forever be your enemy. Very.
He says as he brings up a debate from 6 years ago. What the fuck?
Narcissistic. Obviously, even if you have like a normal relationship, even a positive relationship, like he is motivated by.
Oh, this is projection. Hasan is talking about how he abuses his position to abuse and manipulate all the people near him, to force them to take down criticism of him, to bully LSF mods, to take down posts of him, to brigade other comment sections, to tell his friends not to joke about him. Like, this is what this is a projection from his part. He's explaining his actions here in the last minute.
Also, when he ever feels wronged in that regard, he will just never let you forget it. He will forever be your enemy. Very narcissistic. Obviously, even if you have like a normal relationship, even a positive relationship, like he is motivated by just endless amounts of spite. And he will, if he can't win the argument immediately on facts, he will just consistently, serially harass you. He will sick his community on yourself, your family members, your orbiters,
your family members. What the fuck? What? How many times has Hasan said like, oh, cover me so you can pay your child support, or talked about Ethan like, hey, go take care of your kids or whatever? Like, Jesus.
Your friends, your peers, you know, whatever they want to call it, and they will just create this insanely sophisticated targeted harassment campaign.
Your friends, your peers, so Hasan targeting people like Lonerbox, and then watching Bad Empanada videos, who's also a known doxer and kitty fucker probably.
But that is how I think he's been able to also attract a very weird audience and has been able to maintain a semblance of prominence here, okay?
Semblance of prominence, thank you. Hasan obsessively brings up friends and family of literally anybody in the vicinity of the person he's arguing with.
Very separated platform could get together and look at like what was happening on the website. And now it sucks because Destiny fucked it, okay? That's what he did. He actively brigaded it, openly brigaded it.
Hasan literally actively and openly brigades on stream. He goes through comments and tells people to upvote, downvote. Does anybody have, can somebody link me a clip of Hasan doing exactly this on LSF? Not even a YouTube comment section, on LSF. Link me the clip, please. How am I the cause of all the injustice in the world that this guy has to suffer? Holy shit. I went to KFC and I wanted to get the double bucket combo, and I went to pay cash, and guess what? Once again, they had no fucking quarters, and I just know that there are DGGers going here, ordering things for $1.25, giving them $5 bills, cleaning out all the fucking quarters from the drawer, and they don't have nickels here or dimes, so I've got to walk out with like 80 pennies in my fucking pocket, and I know that it's DGG because they're always pre-sniping my fucking KFC order. It's like, gee, bro, are you okay?
It changed the fucking dynamic of it. Oh shit, I did get a fucking top post. Donald Trump is crashing out.
And he literally, as he's crying about it, he has a top post on LSF. Holy shit, these guys are the biggest cry bullies in the fucking world. I'm so confused how he can lie like this. Has he convinced himself that this is all true? It's the same. It's a deliberate strategy on his part. Vosh does this against me, or used to. He hasn't spoken about me in a long time. Trump does this. Like all the conservative commentators, Tim Pool, everybody does this. As long as you avoid confrontation, you can create whatever bullshit view of you can create whatever bullshit view you want of your opponent, because your fans never actually engage with that opponent, and you don't engage with that opponent. So as long as you can create whatever view you want, and you don't have to directly, you know, watch their content or material. That's why he only watches like pre-clipped channels that he's probably pre-screened of me that are dedicated to making me look bad, right? The Destiny versus Destiny. TikTok is an anti-fan TikTok. These are the only exposures that you get of me. He can create whatever character in his mind and then present that to his audience that he wants of me.
Can you explain Reddit to us old heads? No. This is it. Cuties or rewatch videos do that for me now? Yeah. XQC is one of the only streamers that looks at it every day. Yeah, that makes sense. Also one of the only streamers that fucking actively is a Destiny dick rider still.
Who just wanted to stay as far away from Destiny.
Is he while he's watching a hate video on me too? Holy shit! What did this guy do on a stream all day? Jesus Christ! I'm a fucking storm cloud to this dude. Oh my god. Wait, what was that last video?
Okay.
Bro. You're gonna be okay, little bro. Ooh. Maybe he's crashing out because he thought your career would be over. My career is always over. It's always ending. And then being reborn through a cycle of death and rebirth.
Gift, appreciate ya. His name is not Nick. No, I'd rather name the baby Ching Chong or something. You know, I do not mind. I think that's okay.
Bro.
Wait, she's allowed to do that, isn't she? Did Hasan blame the backlash for calling for violence against Rick Scott on Destiny yet? He shouldn't have. I didn't even watch that clip on stream because you know what? Fuck Republicans. I don't give a fuck.
I'm just gonna show this. I don't. What is that? What is in that shot? Is that a tampon? That's a tampon. That is a tampon. Nay.
No, he's gonna go out now. He's doing stuff.
Nay. Nay. No.
Yeah, you did.
Nay.
So enjoy yourself.
Get one of those. Should I drink? What?
If I do this, that's sometimes it's healthy for you.
What's the point? Trump is always 5-10 steps ahead when he's playing chess, which he's always playing at all points in time. Good for you.
For 3/4 of a century, the transatlantic NATO...
Another trans video? I'm good. Not safe for work content. Oh. I think my subreddit mod is trying a weekly news thing. Weekly news breakdown. The first edition of the Pragmatic Papers. January 6th video still isn't out. This weekly news post aims to achieve the following: highlight the most pressing news, provide straightforward summaries for key articles, and show how you can get involved. Wow. There you go. Read it. I feel like a lot of this is going to be stuff we've already covered on stream over the week, no? Absolutely fucking epic. Hey, so that you guys know where to post propaganda to. The 10 countries in Europe where most people trust what the media is telling them. That's why Norway is fucked. Norway, most famously, one of the most fucked countries right now. Send friends links to X posts so they know what's really going on. Wow.